Assalamualaikum and welcome to ETC454 Computer Programming. In this video, we are going to discuss on topic 2, decision structure. We will focus on subtopic 1, okay, types of decision structures. Okay, first, we look at the learning outcomes. By the end of this subtopic, students should be able to, number one, write decision structures using if else, and if else statements. Okay, number two, identify the flow of program execution involving decision structures. Okay, we go on to types of basic decision structures. First, we look into the introduction. Decision structures in Python are used to execute different code blocks based on different conditions. Okay, so the basic structure of decision structures in Python involves using conditional statements to control the flow of program execution based on the truth or falsehood of a logical condition. The three most common types of conditional statements in Python are statement, the if else statement, and finally the if else statement. Okay, first we look at the if statement. Okay, if statement. The basic structure of an if statement is as follows. We must write the if keyword first, and then we write the condition. Okay, the condition to be met. Okay, and then ended with colon. So we will discuss about this condition later, and then the second and subsequent statements. Okay, it that we want to be executed. If the condition is true, it must be indented. Okay, it must be indented a few characters to the right. Okay, so uh, so we look at example number one. So here's an example of an if statement in Python. Okay, example number one. So we have a statement x equals to 5. Okay, and then we have an if statement. Okay, so if so this is the condition. Normally we write the condition, okay, using relative operators. Okay, like this one we have a greater than. Okay, greater than or less than or equal, greater than equal or equal, okay, or not equal. Okay, so we normally use those comparative operators, okay, to perform the comparison, okay, to write a condition, okay, like this one. So here the condition is x greater than 0. Okay, if x is greater than 0, then print this. Okay, print x is positive. Okay, so we start again from above. Okay, so x is equal to 5. Okay, and then it will check the condition. Okay, 5 greater than 0. So 5 is greater than 0, so it is true. So when it is true, if it is true, this will be executed. Okay, so if the condition yields false, so this one will not be executed. Okay, so like this one, it is true. Okay, this condition is true, so it will print out x is a positive. Okay, so we can run this, so it will that x is positive is printed out. Okay, um, so here let's try using another value. Okay, so we go again, example number one. So let's say we place a negative value. So let's say a negative 3. Okay, so if x is a negative 3, so the condition here, okay, negative 3 greater than 0. So that is not true, that is false. Okay, so this print x is positive is not will not be printed out. So let's try to run this. Okay, uh, so you can see that nothing is being printed out. Okay, so okay, we go back again, number 5. So if it is if x is a positive value, so print x is a positive, it will be printed out. Okay, so we go on to example number 2. So it's of how to use a if statement. Okay, so like just now, so here we have x is equal to negative 3. So if negative 3 is less than 0, so negative 3 is less than 0, so that is true. So when it is true, so these two statements that is being indented, okay, will be printed out. Okay, so first it will print out x is negative, and then it will print out next statement. So let's try to run this. Okay, so you can see that x is negative, next statement, okay, is printed out. All right. So we go on to example number 3. Okay, example number 3, here we have x is equal to -3. Okay, so and then it will check the condition. -3 is greater than 0. This one is false. Okay, -3 is less than 0. Okay, so it is not greater than 0. So these two statements will not be printed out. Okay, so if we run, nothing being printed out. Okay, so then we go on to example number 4. Here we have x is equal to -3. So here we have an if statement. If -3 greater than 0. Okay, -3 greater than 0 is false. Okay, so the statement that is being indented, okay, is the statement that we want to be executed lah, when if this is true. Okay, if the condition is true, this print x is positive is will be printed out. However, this one false. Okay, so false, this one will not be printed out. The statement that is being indented. Okay, so you can see that the second print here, it is not indented. Okay, it is not indented. Okay, so this uh, I mean, the print and next statement here is not part of the if body. Because the if body is this one only. Okay, print x is positive. Okay, so x is positive is printed out only if the condition here is true. Okay, so if it is false, this one will not be printed out. Okay, so it will continue. Okay, to next statement. Okay, so this one will be printed out lah. Okay, because this one is not part of the if body. Okay, so it is not indented. Okay, so the indentation, the level of indentation is the same as if x is equal to -3. Okay, so it is not it is not indented like this one. Okay, so the next statement here is not part of the if body, so it will always be executed. So if we run this, so only next statement is executed. Okay, because the condition just now is false. Okay, so we go on to, okay, so I think for next video, okay, we will continue with if else statement. Okay, I think that's all for now. Thank you.